Hi everyone, it's Miss Brenner. I hope you're all doing well and staying happy and healthy. I'm here to go over your Week 16 agenda and expectations. We are getting close to the end of Brave New World, so we are going to continue to analyze the story in comparison to a variety of short stories within the dystopian genre. We're going to keep using dystopian terms and dystopian controls to discuss and compare these different stories. We're also going to continue to look at nonfiction in order to support our understanding as to how they make a satirical comparison between the modern world and what they might be visioning for the future. So students are going to need to be able to identify characters and terms based on plot moments, reference characters by name, identify types of dystopian societies, and the controls used to maintain those societies. We're going to continue talking about how do dystopian societies act as a satirical mirror to modern society, why do characters in these societies accept the enforced law of the society, and what insight can we gain from dystopian literature. So as we look at Week 16 on Schoology, we are going to be reading chapters 14 and 15 in Activity 1, and reading chapter 16 in Activity 2. These are all through Edpuzzle. Please make sure that you listen to the entirety of the Edpuzzle. If you do not complete the Edpuzzle, it does not come in for me to grade, so please make sure that you are doing that. If you are having any issues with the Edpuzzle, please let me know, and I will try my best to assist you with any kind of technology issues. As far as Activity 3, we are talking about Chapter 14 in a discussion post and completing questions for chapters 14 through 16. The discussion post is focusing on should readers be concerned with the eerie similarities between Huxley's fictional story and our modern lives? Are there any predictions he makes about society that are fulfilled in our modern world? Are there predictions that completely miss the mark? Can our society learn from this story and make choices that will prevent this Brave New World scenario from appearing in the future? And your response should meet a minimum of 300 words. Please use evidence from the story. You are welcome to make comparisons with any of the nonfiction that we have been using or other literary pieces that we have covered in the dystopian unit in order to best support your opinions about the novel. Then we have our Week 16 creative writing. Your options for Week 16 are a group of travelers are exploring a deep, dark, remote cave when they find a computer and a lunchbox. A double agent is assigned by both of the countries they work for to capture their alias, so that means they're capturing themselves. Forget Ferris Bueller, you were determined to make this the best day off ever. Or number 4 is you were ready to write the worst Amazon review ever because you got some kind of terrible product in the mail. You are also welcome to go check out the weekly writing competition website and use one of the prompts from their weekly competition and then just copy and paste your entry into the Google Doc. Alrighty. We are also going to be reading 10 with a Flag as our short story option for this week. 10 with a Flag comes with a worksheet that focuses on foreshadowing and the 9 different forms of dystopian controls, and a discussion about 10 with a Flag. So the worksheet looks like this. I recommend reading pages 23 through 27 first, so that way you become acquainted with the dystopian society before making foreshadowing, and then to complete the story before going over your 9 different forms of dystopian control. As far as the discussion post, we are comparing 10 with a Flag and Brave New World with 10 with a Flag and Fade to White. So for part 1, 10 with a Flag and Brave New World are 2 different dystopian societies that formed after the large governmental powers of the world engaged in a war that erased many of our known civilizations. So Brave New World talks about in chapter 3, wiping out a good portion of the world in order to create their preferred society that now reigns supreme. And in 10 with a Flag, they also talk a little bit about erasing society and having a new government structure. How are the societies within the story similar to Brave New World and 10 with a Flag, and how are they different? Use examples from the 2 stories to support your explanation. So both 10 with a Flag and Fade to White attempt to control the population as a means of creating a better society. The stories are caused by different catalysts, so the way that the societies end up forming are different. However, they use different means to achieve their goal as far as creating their dystopian structure. How are the two societies in 10 with a Flag and Fade to White different, and how are they similar? How does the society of 10 with a Flag maintain control over its citizens, and why is it particularly terrifying? Use examples that correspond to the 9 forms of dystopian control. And this is, again, a minimum of 300 words. And then lastly, we have our silent reading reflection for week 16. How does the author use tension in their writing to create suspense for you as a reader? So I just used our novel Brave New World as the example. Huxley portrays his characters in a relatably painful situation, such as Bernard's rise and fall in popularity, Lenina's unreciprocated attraction to John physically, or John's love of a pretend version of Lenina we, as the readers know, does not exist. These moments create tension for us as readers because we want to see the characters recover or find happiness, but we have a sinking feeling based on our experiences that this may not be the case. So that is how the author of Huxley creates tension in the novel that we are currently reading together, Brave New World. But I'm asking, how do you experience tension in the writing of your silent reading preference? This is a minimum of 100 words, and then you need to go comment on one other student's post in a netiquette appropriate manner. Alrighty. So those are all of the assignments for week 16. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Your midpoint grades were put into home access, so please contact me if you need any support getting materials turned in, if you need any more support as far as how to check your grades on Schoology. Please let me know. I would be happy to help you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.